Hey space explorers, welcome back to the channel where we uncover the wildest, darkest secrets of the universe. Today, we're diving into a topic so chilling it'll make you question what humanity's been up to beyond the stars. We're counting down the 5 most evil experiments ever conducted in space. Experiments that pushed the boundaries of ethics, science, and sanity. From the heartbreaking fate of Soviet space dogs to NASA's mind-blowing twin study, these stories will shock you, grip you, and keep you glued to the screen. So, hit that subscribe button, grab something to hold on to, and let's blast off into the darkest corners of space exploration. Number 5. The Soviet space dogs, pawns in the cosmic race. In the 1950s and 60s, the Soviet Union was desperate to beat the US in the space race, and they turned to man's best friend to pave the way. Dozens of stray dogs, mostly female strays from Moscow's streets, were strapped into rockets and launched into the void. The most famous? Laika, a sweet mutt who became the first living creature to orbit Earth aboard Sputnik 2 in 1957. But here's the gut punch. Laika was never meant to come back. Scientists knew she'd die, and she did. Alone, overheated, and terrified within hours. At least 57 dogs were sent up, many on suborbital flights, and while some like Belka and Strelka survived, others weren't so lucky. Dogs like Dzik and Lisa perished when parachutes failed, and countless others suffered in brutal training, locked in tiny boxes for weeks. These loyal animals were treated like disposable tools, their sacrifices hidden behind the glory of the space race. How far would you go for science? Number 4. NASA's spider nightmare in space. Picture this, you're an astronaut on the International Space Station, and your job is to watch spiders spin webs in zero gravity. Sounds cool, right? But in 2011, NASA sent 2 golden orb weaver spiders, Esmeralda and Gladys, to the ISS for a 45-day experiment. The creepy part? These spiders were left to roam in a confined habitat, fed juicy fruit flies, and monitored as they struggled to adapt to a world without gravity. Their webs were a chaotic mess at first, tangled, uneven, like something out of a sci-fi horror. Why do this? To study how microgravity affects behavior and survival. The spiders eventually adjusted, but imagine being a creature built for Earth, suddenly floating in a void, your instincts useless. No one died, but the idea of subjecting living creatures to such an alien environment feels like a twisted test of endurance. Would you sign up for that? Number 3. The Soviet Tortoise Moon Mission. In 1968, the Soviets weren't done with animals. They sent 2 Russian tortoises, plus wineflies, mealworms, and plants, on a mission to circle the moon aboard Zond 5. These tortoises were strapped down, starved before launch, and blasted into space to test if living creatures could survive a lunar trip. The creepy twist? They were exposed to intense radiation, and a dummy fitted with sensors hinted at what humans might face. The tortoises made it back, splashing down in the Indian Ocean, but they were never the same, weakened, stressed, and forever changed. The Soviets called it a success, but was it worth putting these defenseless creatures through a cosmic gauntlet just to prove a point? What do you think, science or cruelty? Number 2. NASA's twin experiment, pushing human limits. In 2015, NASA took a bold step with the twin study, sending astronaut Scott Kelly to the International Space Station for a year while his identical twin, Mark, stayed on Earth. The goal? To see how space messes with the human body by comparing the twins' DNA, health, and even their aging. Sounds like a sci-fi thriller, right? But here's the disturbing part. Scott's body went haywire. His telomeres, those DNA caps that protect against aging, changed in weird ways. His gut bacteria flipped out, and his gene expression shifted dramatically. Some changes stuck even after he returned, hinting that space might permanently alter us. Scott was a willing participant, but the experiment raises a dark question. What happens when we push humans to the edge in the name of science? Could you handle a year in space knowing it might rewrite your DNA? Number 1. The Soviet two-headed dog horror. This one's the stuff of nightmares. In the 1950s, Soviet scientist Vladimir Demikhov took space research to a grotesque level. To study transplants for potential space injuries, he grafted the head and forelegs of a puppy named Shavka onto a larger dog called Brodiaga. Their circulatory systems were linked, creating a living, two-headed monster. Both dogs could eat and drink, but they suffered horribly, dying in agony days later from tissue rejection. Demikhov created 20 of these tortured creatures, each one a heartbreaking symbol of science gone too far. The Soviets claimed it was for medical progress, but was this gruesome experiment really about space, or just a mad scientist's obsession? This is the kind of story that makes you wonder, where's the line between discovery and evil? There you have it, the 5 most evil experiments ever conducted in space. From sacrificing loyal dogs to stitching together living horrors, these stories show what happens when science crosses into darkness. The universe is full of wonders, but it's also hiding some terrifying truths. If this blew your mind, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping dives into the unknown. Drop a comment. Which of these experiments shocked you the most? And stick around. Our next video is going to take you even deeper into the cosmos' darkest secrets. See you in the stars.